Hey, how's it going? Sasquatch here, otherwise known as the Newsman. Uh, I've been trying to space these out a little bit more. I know I was doing it on a daily, but I'm finding there's just not that much news. There's really not. I was saying in one of the other earlier videos where I was seeing in the same, not just the same types of stories, because they're all basically the same types of stories, but the exact same stories every fucking day. They still got the one up about what happens if you don't shower for a year. I mean, come on, is there that little news going on that you can't find anything to fucking write about? How about a nice little story about a fucking caribou or a rampaging moose or, I don't know, show some puppies or something. But, I mean, come on. But let's dig into what we got here. On CNN, they got a lot of little, headlines in their little sections. Top stories, just a tiny little sentence. Very few with pictures that go along. It's the pictures draw the eye. That's I don't know. That's kind of what you see first. If you actually want to read some of this crap, I guess that's why they're. I don't know. I don't know if they're really trying to hide anything or anything, but they got one in here. Man dies on plane after swallowing 246 packets of cocaine. No shit. You swallow 246 packets of cocaine, you're probably going to die. That's how it works. Stop swallowing so much cocaine. But, you don't. I mean, come on. I don't know what this is about, but I find it intriguing. You might too. Senator on Rep Hunter. Senator on Rep Hunter. No reason to pose with a dead body. Well, whose dead body? I don't know if there's a representative named Hunter and there's a senator saying something, or senator on, I don't know. I don't know what the fuck this is trying to tell me. But apparently there's no reason to pose with dead body. Not with a dead body, just with dead body. What about Bin Laden? I would have posed with that motherfucker. Billy the Kid. If they found Jack the Ripper, if they had actually caught Jack the Ripper. Or these other notorious. I don't even know what the fuck I'm saying. That's alright, I'll just make up words. Anyway, I mean, sure, there's reasons. There may not be socially acceptable reasons, but I mean, I can think of some reasons. I don't even know if they're talking about a person or like a elk or a moose or I don't know, it's a fucking squirrel got hit by a car. So you want to go pose with it? It's already dead. I mean, yeah, it's kind of fucking weird, but I don't know. It depends. It seems kind of personal. Now, desecrating a corpse, sure. I don't see a reason for that. But, they have people laying in repose. They have open casket funerals. You want one last picture with Grandma or Uncle Billy or whatever the fuck. It's something sentimental, a memorial, if you will. Shit, they used to do it all the time. They used to fucking dress up the dead, when photography was just kind of first getting started. One of the big things is they'd take pictures of all the fucking dead people in their Sunday best before burying them. So, boom, there's a reason to pose with dead body. It's just, I don't know. I find it funny. And then here we've got the last of the, quote, gorillas in the mist is presumed dead. Wasn't that from like 60 years ago? How the fuck old do the gorillas live to be? Maybe they just don't see him because of all the mist. It's really foggy. Can't see him. Maybe he retired and moved to fucking down to Boca Raton, Florida. He's sunning himself on a beach somewhere. He's just not where they thought he was gonna be. So he's just presumed dead. Doesn't say he's actually dead. It's presumed. That just means they don't know where he's at. Oh, here's one. Big news. News. In a survey of American Muslims, 0% identified as lesbian or gay. Here's the story behind that statistic. Who gives a fuck? Really? That's the news story? Nobody cares. I know they want to make it up as there's some big, the whole LGBTQ or whatever the fuck, extra letters. I know there's like 30 goddamn letters in that shit now. They act like it's a huge conspiracy and everyone's out to get the gays and the lesbians and the transgenders and the bis and the queers and whatever the fuck else they've come up with nowadays to add to the goddamn list. And nobody really cares. All right? The whole LGBTQ rights, it's not. They're not lacking any rights that the rest of us has. What they want is extra rights that we don't have, which I don't agree with. I don't agree with gay rights or lesbian rights or transgender or any of these fucking whatever the fuck label you put in front of it other than human. Okay? Human rights. I believe in human rights. That we all have the same rights. Okay? Read the goddamn Constitution. We have God-given rights. The Constitution, the government doesn't grant us those rights. All it does is recognize our God-given rights. That's it. No extra special rights for anybody. We all get the same ones. You want extra rights? Fuck you. No, you get the same ones I get. I don't give a shit if you're purple or green or orange or yellow or black or white or brown or whatever the fuck color you dye yourself or your hair. Same fucking rights for everyone. Equal rights for everyone. What the fuck rights do they not have? Or that they think they don't have? It's just, didn't mean to get all worked up. This is supposed to be a little more lighthearted than that. But, yeah, extra rights, fuck you. Human rights, actual equal rights, everyone has same fucking rights. Hell yeah. I'm on for that. I don't give a fuck if you're gay or queer or a woman or an Arab or a Muslim or a Christian or a Jew. I don't give a fuck. If you're a nice person, I'm probably gonna like you. If you're a good guy or a good gal or a good fucking table lamp or whatever the fuck you identify as this week, I don't care. If you're an asshole, I'm probably not gonna like you. It's got nothing to do with your race, religion, creed, culture, anything like that. If you're a fucking douchebag, I'm gonna think you're a douchebag. I'm probably gonna treat you accordingly. I try to treat everyone just as shitty as I treat everybody else. I don't have any filters, in case you fuckers hadn't noticed that yet. But no, I don't believe in gay rights or Arab rights or anything other than human rights. That's it. I'm not trying to take rights away from you. I think you should have the same rights that we all have here in our wonderful America. Yeah. All of you fuckers. I don't give a fuck what your background is. I don't give a fuck who you're blowing or fucking or whatever the fuck. I don't care what church you go to. If you're a douchebag, I probably won't like you. That's it. If you're a good person, we'll probably get along just fine. Even if we have differing opinions. I don't even know what to call her. I guess former sister-in-law. yeah, she's got some, what I consider wacky opinions, and I'm sure she considers my opinions wacky opinions. You know, and yeah, we kind of jab at each other, and we tease each other, and we fuck with each other, just for the sake of fucking with each other. We'll start arguments, sometimes just to see my mom's reaction at the dinner table, because it's kind of funny. But, yeah, but we still get along just fine, and she's a good person. Again, I don't agree with all her ideas. I don't agree with all of her beliefs. But she's raised good kids. She's a nice person. I like her. Again, disagree with her, but I still like her. And that's all that counts. All right, on to something a little more lighthearted here. Pizza Hut is changing its pan pizzas for the first time in 40 years. New Coke. How'd that work out? So you got something that works, that people like, that people buy. Now you're going to change it. It's like New Coke. I saw another thing on here somewhere where because of the new, what the hell was it? Some show on Netflix. They're going to bring New Coke back. I guess it's featured in this show. Stranger Things. That's what it is. Stranger Things. I guess has something to do with New Coke. Takes place in the era when New Coke came out. So they're going to bring it back. It went horribly for them when they brought it out. Everyone hated New Coke because it didn't taste like Coke anymore. You know? You had Coke. Everyone liked Coke. Well, Coke people like Coke. Pepsi people like Pepsi. I'm more of a Coke person. Pepsi tastes a little too sugary. Coke's got that nice, refreshing kind of bite to it. New Coke did away with that. Didn't have the bite anymore. It wasn't like a crisp, taste. I didn't like it. I didn't buy New Coke. I switched brands. Coke lost money. They brought back original Coke. And I don't know if they did that because New Coke's coming out, so everyone's snatching up all the old Coke, going, oh fuck, not going to be able to get this anymore. And I'm sure they made billions off of fucking people snatching up all the supermarket stocks of old Coke. And then New Coke came out, and they're like, yeah, this sucks. And then they brought old Coke back, and they're like, yeah, buy more old Coke, just in case they do this bullshit again. So, I don't know, maybe Pizza Hut's doing that with the pan pizzas. I mean, what the fuck? If it works, don't fuck with it. That can be said with anything. If your lawnmower works, don't fuck with it. It might stop working. If the lamp works, don't fuck with it. It works. Why are you fucking with it? Just let it work. Let it do its thing. When it stops working, that's when you fuck with it. How does a goddamn pan pizza stop working after 40 years? I don't understand that. Leave it alone. Of course, I could click on it and find out actually what's behind the story, but I don't care that much. Yeah. So, here we go. Why this year has been so dangerous for Mount Everest climbers. It's really steep and really tall. I mean, it's Mount Everest. Speaking of Mount Everest, if the whole reason that people climb it is because it's a difficult thing to do, right? Something you want to accomplish. I conquered this, mountain that not many people have climbed. But if the whole fucking reason that people climb Mount Everest is because it's hard to do, why they go up the easy side? Go up the fucking hard side. Nobody's done that. They all die. Actually, there's another little click this story thing underneath this says we had to step over lifeless bodies. Okay, so in addition to being really steep and really tall, there's a bunch of dead people on it. and the people who aren't dead yet, keep tripping on them, tripping over the dead people. I mean, if you die on Everest and it's really fucking steep and it's really fucking tall, you think you just drop and you just like hang motionless there? You're gonna tumble down the fucking mountain to one of the less steep parts where it's not as hard to step over them. So I don't see why that's a fucking thing. I'm gonna go to the next. Oh yeah, this was CNN. So that's CNN's headlines, and we're gonna go a little different route. When I type in today's news, usually it's CNN, USA Today, and then Fox, pretty much in that order. So that's why I do that. Today CBS came up first. I don't usually do CBS today. Here's one that already I can see is going to piss me off. But I don't know. Again, I don't know the story because I don't fucking read them. I don't read the stories. I just look at the headlines and go off of that. That seems like reading the stories. That seems like work. So it'd be like researching anything, and I don't know, I'm trying to script this shit. I don't script. I don't edit. But the only thing I do is about 5 minutes before I start recording, I just sort of scroll through and kind of pick out the ones that either amuse me the most or piss me off the most. Both are pretty amusing. For me, I don't know. You fuckers might think it's funny. I don't know. I don't know who watches this. According to my analytics, my entire viewer base is like 45 to 50-year-old males in the U.S. So, fuckers like me. Yeah, I'm one of you fuckers. Nah, I'm a precious little individual snowflake. Nah, I ain't no goddamn snowflake. Fuck those people. Anyway, so new WHO guideline. Oh, that's probably supposed to be World Health Organization. Guidelines, a win for transgender rights. Well, you already know how I'm going to feel about this shit. Why do they get extra rights? Why don't they just have the same that the rest of us do? That's how it's supposed to be. Let's see. Meghan Markle. Meghan Markle. Name sounds kind of familiar. Nah, I'm thinking Angela Merkel, head of Germany's. What the hell is she? She's president or prime minister? What the fuck? Well, I don't know. We'll figure out. Okay, yeah, so she won't meet Trump during the visit. Oh, it doesn't say where she's visiting. Is she going here? Is he going there? I mean, we don't know what the visit is. Is it like an official state visit? Is she just being a stuck-up bitch or something? I don't know. Maybe she's visiting a place where Trump's not going to be, and that's why they're not going to meet. You know what? I went and I visited my parents. Went to my parents' house on Mother's Day, and I didn't meet Trump. So I didn't meet Trump during my visit to my parents' house because he wasn't fucking there. So we don't know where she's going. That tells us nothing. What your dog is trying to warn you about if they lick their paws. Well, you know what? Sometimes mine steps in their water bowl and then licks the water off of her paw. So I think she's trying to warn me, hey Dad, I stepped in water. I'm licking some of it off, but when I jump up and smack you in the face, that paw's going to be wet. Let's see. Oh, Jared Kushner, President's son-in-law, senior advisor, traveling to Israel amid political turmoil. I think that's his fucking job, isn't it? Why don't you tell us that the fucking, that the sanitation engineers will be picking up your garbage on trash day? Because that's their job. There's no reason to just tell us that. It's stupid. Ugh. I don't know. Some of these are... Oh, Skybridge offers spectacular views. Well, no shit. It's a Skybridge. They tend to do that. I mean, otherwise they just call it a bridge. And even a lot of the bridge gives you a pretty good view because they tend to be like up above stuff. And when you're higher, you can see farther. You get a better view. Oh. I read that wrong. Oh my god. I don't... Usually the text is big enough that I don't need my reading glasses. And yes, I use reading glasses now. Because I'm old. I'm going to be 50 in October. See all the gray hair? Yeah. Eyes are getting a little blurry too. Just for reading. Yeah, I can see farther away still just fine. But, someone says, quote, I just collapsed. Hiker describes moment when rescuers arrived. What? Alright, so you collapsed when the rescuers arrived. Was it trying to see more dramatic? Or was it more like, there you are. About time you fuckers showed up. But, I thought it, instead of hiker, I thought it said Hitler. I said, I just collapsed. Hitler describes the moment when rescuers arrived. I don't recall the story about Hitler being rescued. Maybe I missed it. I don't know. But it was a hiker, not Hitler. That's my bad. And my bad eyes. Alright. We're getting along. So quickly to Fox. I'm gonna scroll down to the little ones. The little things. It shows they got a picture of some guy with a beard named Harry. Oh, I think that's not the Russian prince. God damn it. The Prince Harry of Great Britain. I don't know. Yeah, I don't think Russia has princes anymore. Not since they took out the Romanovs. It says, exhausted after baby. Who gives a fuck? First of all, you didn't need a picture of Prince Harry. You could have just showed a picture of baby and put parents. Father, mother, doesn't matter, right? Once you get that newborn, he arrives, you're going to be tired. They wake up at the weirdest hours, and you're up half the night trying to get them to go back to sleep, all right? It's exhausting. I know. I've been through it. I'm sure, since my viewers are, 45 to 54, you guys have probably been through it too. Doesn't need to be a fucking headline. Doesn't need to be about Prince Harry. Really? Did he think, does the fucking royal nannies not doing their jobs and that's why he's exhausted? It's not like you can't afford to hire somebody, an au pair or something. I'm sure they got people at Buckingham Palace whose only job it is to care for the fucking royal baby. Alright? Get one of them. Take a nap. It doesn't need to be a headline. Ugh. A lot of these are just seem frustrating and dumb to me. But I like this one, where it says, why did UFO sightings explode? Now, are they trying to say there's been a lot more? The number of UFO sightings have exploded into a much larger number? Or the UFOs that have been spotted are exploding? Or the people spotting them are just, their fucking heads just literally explode. And they've been finding a lot of headless corpses. And you could tell after the forensic investigation that their heads literally exploded. We don't know if it was from like a UFO head exploding death ray beam, or if it was just too much to process and their brains literally and heads just literally exploded. We don't know, because I'm not going to read it, but I am going to cut it. I think that's enough Fuck, we're crossing 25 minutes. I think I've been yelling at you long enough. So you fuckers have a good day, and I'll see you next time.